The 17th of Sivan is the day that the era of peace begins, based on King Solomon, who wrote this thousands of years ago. What day were we sitting right here in this room? I started giving a shir at 7 p.m. about Iran-Israel war. And at 8:15 p.m., when it's 3 a.m. in Iran and Israel, right after the shir, I said, one thing, that's strange. It looks like Israel just struck Iran. 17th of Sivan. The day Israel began the 12-day war and obliterating Iran is the 17th of Sivan. Is the day that King Solomon said thousands of years ago, is the day that begins the era of shalom, of peace. If that is not astounding, I don't know how to inspire you.
Well, the miracles also.
The era of peace, of shalom. The 28, right? 28 eras. The 28th one began on the 17th of Sivan, which King Solomon named it the era of peace. The era of Mashiach has begun on the 17th of Sivan. So I know you are all terrified about the new mayor about to be elected in New York, unless Eric Adams or Silwa pulls off, I don't know what they do, right? So unless that happens, we are getting a Muslim to run New York. Somebody sent me this week, you better get Belev Echad out of not registered in New York because he wants to close down all non-for-profits that are helping Israel, right? You know this, right? Somebody sent it to me. I actually looked at it and I said, wow. I said, lucky we incorporate in Delaware, not New York. Otherwise we'd have a big problem. Because he'd shut us down. Yeah, literally. No more Belev Echad. We can't support, Israel. Okay, so this is mind-blowing, by the way. This is mind-blowing because this was written thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. The Vilna Gaon mentioned this. And this is all, every single part of this is all connected. Torah is eternal, Torah is true. Okay, let's look at even further the next source, which is fascinating. Those who are learning Daf Yomi on the 17th of Sivan, more or less, right? When was it? Last few days is Avodah Zarah. But look at Avodah Zarah, page 22. This is actually, by the way, I said this in a shir on Instagram, and what happened is my Instagram has started blowing up. Some anti-Israel person found my Instagram account and has been sharing it wildly in all these Instagram posts, and I'm being obliterated. I'm being slaughtered by these anti-Jewish, anti-Israel Jew haters, basically. I don't know what they're doing, but there's not one good comment there. I'm like, where are the people in my community? Where are the Jews? I kind of like one good comment? Nothing. There's nothing. I got to take my address off Instagram. I don't know. I've got to figure out what to do there. But they found this, because I gave a 1-minute version of what this whole hour shir that I'm giving you now. But take a look at Avodah Zarah, page 2, and the translation is there because this is like unbelievable. So let me give a background of this. There are 4 exiles, so to speak, that the Jews exiled. The first one was the Egyptian exile, right? The Egyptian exile. The second one was the what? Which one? The Greek exile is known. So the Egyptian, the Greek, the Roman, Persian. Those are the 4 like known ones. There were more like sub-categories of them, but those are the 4 big ones. So the Gemara says like this, the Talmud says like this. Mishum dehanach, Romi veParas, the 2, Rome and Persia. Okay, listen carefully. Rome and Persia, mashcha malchutayu adati Mashiach. They will prolong their kingship, so to speak, until the Messiah comes. Look at the Egyptians. Where are they today? Nowhere. The Egypt today, by the way, has nothing to do with the Egypt of yesteryear. Do you know that? Because there was a man called Sancheriv. Sancheriv came into Israel. He decided to conquer the whole world. So he conquered nation after nation after nation, and he decided that in order for the nation that he conquered never to be a threat again, he's going to take them and disperse them. So he took the Jordanians and he put them, I don't know where. He took the Egyptians and he put them in another country. Like the Egyptians he put in China, and the Chinese he put in India, and the Indians he put in Jordan, so we don't know where the original countries are today. We have no idea because Sancheriv destroyed them. He actually did that to the Jews as well. He came to the Shomron, where the 10 tribes, the king of the 10 tribes was there, and he encircled Shomron, and he exiled them. He exiled the 10 tribes. Where are they? We have no idea. We have no idea where the 10 tribes are today. We have no idea. And the reason why we have no idea is because he dispersed them. And then he came to Jerusalem, wanted to do the same of there. And I explained in the shir last week how Chizkiyahu, God made a miracle and nothing happened. Okay? But we continue. So one second. So but the kingdom of Rome is around today. Who's the kingdom of Rome, by the way, today? Who is it? Who is Asaph? Who is it? The Christians. So who is that?
America.
The United States of America is Malchus Rome. Rome. It's like an extension of Rome. The Romans are not around, right? The Italy is nothing today. But the Christian empire is Donald Trump and the United States of America. Right? Biden, Obama, Trump, Clinton, whoever's leading it, but the United States of America is Malchus Romi. And the Gemara says now that Mashchi Malchutayu, that Rome and Paras and Iran, the ancient Iranians, are going to stay around until Mashiach comes. V'ho damrinon, we say, says the Gemara. Look at this. By the way, it's mind-blowing. Paras, we say that Paras, that Iran will fall in the hands of Rome, that Iran, Khomeini, will fall in the hands of Donald Trump of the United States of America, of the B-52 bombers. It says the Gemara, Hainu Samuch Lebias HaMashiach. That is referring to right before the Messiah comes. The era of peace, the final 214 years that began, the 17th of Sivan. Kida Amrinon, as it says, Asida Malchus Roimi, the kingdom of Rome, Shetifshet al Kol Ha'olam Tisha Chodoshim, it will be spread in the whole world for 9 months. Fascinating.